Hi there, I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I have for us a yoga fusion workout. I'm calling it this because it's a little yoga, a little bit of interval training, and a ton of strength. Let's get warmed up. Start at the top of your space. We're going to do some full body let goes. You're going to inhale, everything comes tall. Exhale, everything bends and lets go, but at a little bit of a faster pace. Keep a deep knee bend, especially as your hamstrings get warmed up. And here we go. Inhale. Let it go. Inhale, let it go. Let your head hang heavy at the bottom. Let your arms just swing. As we start to get the blood flowing for our fusion work today. Two more. Next one, we're going to let go, forward fold, maybe swing side to side a little bit until we find stillness in our first forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. However you want to get there. You can always modify by dropping your knees. Then we're going to send it right back to downward facing dog. For this series, we'll inhale forward to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, stay. Exhale, press up. And back to downward facing dog. Here we go, we're gonna flow with it. As you lower, try to lower all in one piece. And then try to press up all in one piece. Or modify it. Can always be here. Lower all the way down. Re-extend those legs. Little back bend. Modify up. And back to downward facing dog. Keep your core tight throughout. Elbows stay hugged in. Chaturanga arms. We got two more. Last one lower. Last one lift. Downward facing dog. Shorten your dog a little bit. Take your left hand, reach towards your right calf, and peek up underneath your arm, finding a little bit of a spinal twist. And then we switch it over. So the hold is brief. You can grab for your calf, maybe you can reach the outside of your foot. Last one each way, then we'll find ourselves in a downward facing dog. Just for 2 breaths. Elongate your exhales. Walk your hands back towards your feet and roll it up nice and slow. You can stay right where you are. I'm going to move and face you so you know where we're going next. It's a squat with a side stretch. So we squat down, we reach one way. We squat down, we reach the other. Here we go. Deep in your squat, long in your extension. Hips are facing forward the whole time, not twisting. Really sit your weight in your heels. Excellent, get nice and low. Last one each way. Can you make your reach a little longer? Can you make your squat a little lower? Shake it out. Widen your stance. Arms come up. Sit it low. Fingertips maybe can graze the floor. And up. Other way. All 10 toes facing forward. Arms are active. So we're going side to side, sitting in that chair behind you. Arms are powerful. Exhale as you press up. Inhale as you get low. Make sure your feet aren't turning out. Last one each way. Turn your right foot out, left foot turns in, legs are straight to start. We find our triangle. Our flow here is triangle to warrior two. I needed to adjust my feet a little bit. I need a wider stance for my warrior two. So warrior two, set it up, knee over your ankle, and then straighten and tip. Bend and straighten. As you tip into triangle, try to reach for the floor and reach for the ceiling, keeping your chest fully open to the side. Letting your core do the work here, not leaning on your front leg. You may notice my front leg does not go straight. I tend to hyperextend or my knee goes backwards. So I keep a little bend just to protect my knee joint. Last one, find the warrior two, find the triangle, use your core, pull yourself all the way up, flip those toes, left foot turns straight, find the triangle first. Find it so you know where you're going each time. Chest is open, shoulders are open. Warrior two. Deep bend, especially in that first one, so you know where you're going, then straighten it out. Go at your own pace. If you lose your balance, you've seen me do it a couple times, put a smile on your face, thank yourself for showing up, and get right back in. Check in through your core. Is your belly button pulled in towards your back? Check in with your arms. Have they gotten lazy? Straighten them out. Make those triceps and your biceps work. Last one. All 10 toes face forward. You're gonna take a Prasarita, just a short break, hands on your hips, fold it forward. Knees can have a little bend. Let your hands come to the mat. Plant your right hand down, lift your left arm up, find the twist, and then switch it out. Exhale as you twist open. Inhale brings your hand back down to the ground. Setting your tailbone high, especially as you twist, trying to keep your hips level. Last one each way. Both hands on the floor, heel toe your feet together, and roll it up nice and slow. Facing back to the front of your mat, going into a warrior three, into a stork pose. I'm gonna plant my left foot down just because it's my better foot to start. So start with your strong side if you know you have one. I'm gonna start into a stork. Foot's gonna be up, knee 90 degrees. Then we fly into a warrior three. Arms come forward, leg goes backwards. Toes point towards the ground, and then bring it back up to your stork. Try not to tap, but if you need to, you need to. Fall out, get right back in. Final two. Make sure you're breathing. It's really easy to hold your breath on this one. Step it together. One inhale up. Swan dive, forward fold. Let it go. Maybe wiggle out your hips, pedal out your feet. Then reverse that swan dive all the way up. Hands come through heart center, plant your right foot down, or just the other one if you chose to do the opposite. Find your stork, flex your foot, and then bring it through. Arms reach forward, and back up. Excellent work with your balance. Doesn't matter how many times you fall out. It's a matter of how many times you get back in. These are our last two. And one. Step together. Once again, big inhale up. Swan dive over. This time we'll take a half lift and hold. And then sit it all the way down onto your mat. We're gonna go into some bridge with a reach. So we'll start with our feet parallel. I'm gonna turn my fingertips away from me, and one hand will go in the middle. I'm gonna start with my right hand in the middle. I'm gonna press my hips up, press through my feet, all the way up, and lower. Switch it out. All the way up, and lower. Go as high as you feel comfortable today. Maybe you can even sweep your arms so far back that you graze the floor. Maybe that's where your back flexibility is today. That's awesome. Maybe you just come up into the bridge, and that's perfect for you today. We have one more each side. Do the biggest expression of the posture you can handle today. Rest it down, flip it over onto your belly, go into some Superwoman, but we're gonna add a pull down. So eyes gaze down, arms reach reach out. Everything lifts, arms pull back. Everything stays lifted, arms pull back. Gaze is slightly out in front of you, trying to move your feet towards each other, maybe they even touch. Squeezing through your glutes. The modification would be to come down every time and reset and lift. But we're not here for long, so if you can stay up, challenge yourself today to do so. Last two, squeeze your toes together, lift your chest a little higher, and then send it back to a wide knee child's pose. Just for a beat. And we're coming up into a side plank. Be on your forearm, on your hip. Gonna press through your feet, lift up and over like a rainbow. I'm gonna stagger my feet, so my top foot is actually gonna be in front today, my bottom foot behind it, and it looks like this. Press up and over. When I come down, I just lightly tap my hips and come back up and over. If this is too much, drop the bottom knee and come up. Still getting that full extension in your top arm. Wherever you are, lifting your hips high on the lift. Last two. Biggest one yet. And flip it over other side. Plant your feet if you're doing the full, plant your knee if you're doing the modification. And here we go, it's up and over. Light tap down, up and over. Again, modify with the bottom knee down. Still keeping your tummy tucked in. Still reaching long with that arm. You're just on your bottom knee instead. Last two. And last one, highest one of the day. Set it down, release it. Last one on the floor here, we're going into a dolphin push-up. Fingers can be interlaced or arms in the shape of an 11. I'm going to choose to interlace mine today. I'm going to untuck my pinkies so the sides of my pinkies are pressed strong to the mat. Then I come into a plank and then walk my feet up, just shorten, like a short down dog. And then I will send my hips low, send my chin forward, and then back up. Adjust as you need to. Your goal, get your chin in front of your thumbs. Legs stay straight. Core is crazy tight. Pressing your shoulders away from your ears, especially as you're in that modified down dog. Slide your elbows closer together if they wandered like mine did. You're almost there. Keep moving. Maybe you just hold in the plank. If it's too much for the push-up. But just like that, we have last two. Drop your knees, find yourself into a child's pose. Once again, just a short beat. We're ending strong on our feet. So come on up, big toes touch, little space between your heels. to center. Left arm drops, keeping the chair the whole time. Right arm drops, and back. Now maybe you make your twist a little deeper. Maybe you look back at your back thumb. Squeeze your knees, squeeze your thighs. Last one each way. Deepest twist, deepest chair. And relax it. We have one left. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Final work today is going to be a yoga burpee. I'll show you what I mean. We start at the top of our space. We sit for chair. We sweep our arms down. We hop or step back into plank. We trot around the push-up. We step or hop in. We find chair. We only have 5, so do the best you can. Here it is. We go chair, drop, hop or step, trot around the push-up, hop or step, chair, don't stand up. 1. 2. Go at your own pace. You move faster than me, that's great. Get through 5. Just make sure you're doing that full push-up or the full modified push-up. 3. 4. And 5. Stand it up. Wide legs stretch out. Take a deep breath. Hands come center. Let's bring our heart rate down just a touch. Inhale up. Hands to heart center. This time left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Find that side stretch. Find that long breath. And then switch it over other side. Back up top. Walk your hands down your left leg. Maybe turn your foot out a little bit. Feels better on my hip to turn it out. Find your hamstring stretch. Maybe you can even let your head hang heavy before you walk it to the center and walk it over to the other side. Maybe right foot turns out. Walk it back up, right leg. All 10 toes face center. Hands interlace behind you. Press them down first and then lift them away from your hips. Maybe your gaze can even go towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders from your ears. Maybe your head tilts one way. Add a little neck stretch. Maybe it tilts the other. Let it go nice and slow. Thanks for joining me in that